Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, y'all? It's Jilly Ray Ray. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. Because that's what the fuck I've been doing. How y'all doing tonight? Blessed, 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 blessed. How everybody been doing? I hope everybody had a great, wonderful, perfect day. Well, if not perfect, almost close to perfect. You know what I mean? 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 But anyway, let's just get straight into it. Y'all, the topic of tonight is my baby daddy. Did he love me? Did he get me pregnant just by mistake? Or did he get me pregnant by lust? Or did he get me pregnant by love? And we're going to talk about it, B. Okay? Because these are some things that have been on my mind that we need to discuss. It's some things that, baby mama, baby daddy drama, you know what I'm saying, that we need to talk about. You know what I mean? So let's talk about it, B. But before we do that, I want y'all to go on my other platforms, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and add me now. Jilly Ray Ray Manifestations. Jilly Ray Ray. Jilly Ray Ray. That's JILLYRAYRAY. For those who cannot spell that good, it's okay, B. I got you, okay? I got you, B. But listen, so in my mind, I think that one of my baby daddies got me pregnant out of love, and I think one got me pregnant out of lust. Because he was lusting over this body. You know what I mean? Lusting over chocolate skin, just lusting. And the reason why I say lusting is because the word, let's just back it up for a little bit. Let's give the definition of lust. The definition of lust is a very strong sexual desire. Okay? So what that means is somebody that really desires you sexually and only sexually only. I mean, but the way that he would just used to look at me, I just used to just feel like he's just getting his nut off. You know what I mean? Like he's just getting his nut off so he can get back to doing whatever he was doing with his little homeboys or whatever. And then I just felt like once, he got his rocks off. Yeah, I got to watch what I say because, some of my channels, some of my podcast channels that I work with, they kind of don't really allow a lot of, cursing and things like that. So I do kind of have to watch what I say. So please excuse me if I'm kind of, babbling, going in and out off topic. This is very new to me. I'm excited. I'm grateful. I'm blessed. Go check me out on my channels, Facebook, Jilly Ray Ray. Go check me out on Instagram, Jilly Ray Ray Manifestations. Go check me out on YouTube, Jilly Ray Ray Manifestations as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much to my followers and my fans and people who support me. I got your back no matter what. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to jump in my inbox and inbox me. Now, back on topic. Let's talk about it, B. So, yeah, because he would always, for one, he would only come around at night, and we know what that means. We only know what it means when men come around at night. They just want you for sex. They just want to have sex with you. They want to get their rocks off on you. Then they leave you. And then you're left to be heartbroken, confused, with a baby on your hip. Yes, ladies. It's our fault. And fellas, if this has happened to you and you've obtained a baby mom out of lust, then, we're just going to make the best of it, okay? We're going to make the best of it. We're going to be the best that we can be. We're going to just do the best that we can with these situations that we have, put on ourselves. Because at the end of the day, you guys, we really did put ourselves in these positions with multiple baby daddies or a baby daddy that, that you just had with lust. And my thing is, if you did have a baby with someone out of lust, you still shouldn't be bitter. You know what I mean? Because, it's still not the kid's fault. And, y'all shouldn't hold... Just because, you don't want to give her money or you don't want to help with the child, you don't want to get the child or whatever the case may be, you still have to take responsibility of your actions and the things that you did, just as well as the woman. you know, when you're going out there having sex with people, know that guy is not going to always come through. No, he's not going to always give you money for the baby. Sometimes he might not have it, especially if he's paying bills and has responsibilities of his own and other children. Yeah, you might lack a little bit. So that's very important to, you know, the women out there that are listening to my podcast that don't have children yet, that wish to have children with someone one day. You know, that really does matter. You know, if a man is just with you for lust, love, or by mistake, you know, if he had a baby by mistake, don't let it be a mistake, young ladies. You know what I mean? None of my kids are mistakes. Don't ever get what I'm saying. Take it the wrong way, because all my children are blessings and I love them, and I love them so much, and they all have their own little personalities, and they're just so beautiful and smart, and I just thank God for them every day. I truly do. They're really genius little people like me and their dads. You know, I don't always sit around and bash on my baby daddies because, you know, they're not always in the wrong and they're not always bad. Like, they're not always bad people, you know what I mean? Like, your baby mama, your baby daddy is not always bad. Like, give them some props sometimes, you know? But back to the lust, you know, the way that he would, you know, kind of have sexual intercourse with me, I just knew that it was just lust. And I knew that when we started having sexual relations that, you know, I was going to get pregnant because I'm fertile, you know what I mean? And I just knew that it was out of lust because he had multiple other women that he lust after. And, you know, when I would go through his phone sometimes, you know, don't judge me, y'all. That's the old me. I don't do that anymore because I don't want my little feelings hurt. You feel what I'm saying? I definitely don't want my feelings hurt, honey. But anyway, so I definitely knew that it was lust because the way that he would have sex with me, you know, the way that he would get on top of me, the way that he would, you know what I mean, just get himself together and then just be like, all right, then, you know, I'm gonna holler at you. And I just would be so heartbroken, like, why is he doing this to me? Like, he doesn't love me. No, y'all need to understand the definition of lust, which is a very strong sexual desire versus love. Because guess what? Love, the definition of love is an intense feeling or deep affection. An act and a feeling is totally different. You know what I mean? When you really love someone, to me personally, I feel like the kids that are made with love, those be the most like weirdest people. Like most of the kids that I've seen that have a mom and a dad and that are like, you know, their parents are married and stuff, sometimes they kind of are a little like off or weird or something. I don't know. It's hard to explain. That's another topic for another day. But what I'm saying is I just feel like with one of my children out, you know, they were born with, you know, in the midst of lust instead of, you know, love. Now, my other baby daddy, I feel like I was in love with him and we had a child, and the love outweighed the lust because that's why I left my last baby daddy, went to my next baby daddy because he was showing me love instead of lust. You know what I mean? And I respected that and I love that. And I felt like, you know, he only ejaculated in me one time and that's how I got pregnant. But I really feel like he really, really like loved me. Like he cared about me. He cared. That's what you need to do, ladies. If you're thinking about having another baby by someone, or if you haven't had a child and you're thinking about it, get someone who cares if you eat. Because guess what? If a man does not care if you eat, he's definitely not going to care if the baby eat. Food for thought. Okay, let's talk about it. Now, if he does not feed you, he's definitely not going to worry about the baby getting a Burger King or a Happy Meal. I mean, some do, but most of them don't. Because if you have a man that is kind of self-centered and all into himself and just only worried about himself, he's not going to be worried about you and no baby. He's not going to be concerned with what you got going on, girl. He is going to be out the door worried about what everybody else is doing, what his homeboys are doing, what he wants to do is self-centered. You know what I mean? So that's why I say that, you know, when you're lusting with men and women, be very careful to protect yourselves because it's very important. You know, I really don't like contraceptives. My main reason why, you know, I have a lot of children and not using birth control and things like that is because, you know, my family's medical history, I'm not really going to get into that tonight, but those who know me know, you know, my family's medical history, you know, has some cancer traits and things like that. And, with the birth control, from my understanding, it has a lot of estrogen in it. And with the estrogen, it can kind of cause cancerous cells and things like that. And I just kind of always kind of stayed away from it. I mean, I was on it when I was younger, but I just don't really believe in it. And I just believe that it's, not natural. It's hormones. It tricks your body into believing that you're pregnant when you're really not. And that's like weird to me. Then it like stops bleeding, which that's natural. So that's just kind of weird to me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But what I am going to do is go ahead and bring my baby daddy on. And he's going to, touch on a little topics about lust and love. All right. Okay, so baby daddy, can you just
Bitch, I don't want to talk on your podcast.
OMG, y'all see, I already knew that this shit was gonna motherfucking start tonight. But listen, don't even worry about it, y'all. We're not even gonna touch base on that. But like I said, back to my topic. Now, that one is the one that I just felt like, I just had the baby with out of lust. You know what I mean? And you see how his attitude is. You see the demeanor. You know what I mean? I just can't. I just can't with it. And that's, even though he's my dog, that's why we argue and things like that or whatever. But it's all good, though, if you guys want to interact with me, jump on my podcast, since somebody don't, y'all are more than welcome to email me at Julie Ray Ray Enterprise at gmail.com for bookings. Also, you're able to hit me on one of my platforms as well. We can connect that way. Keep it strictly professional. We're always going to stay on topic. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes kids come by mistake from the lust. You know what I mean? But just because the kids come by mistake from the lust doesn't mean, you guys, that you go out there, you neglect the children, you don't care, you don't give a damn, you don't send nothing, you don't buy nothing, you have no cares in the world. And then you end up in situations like child support. And you know what I mean? You end up in those situations that you don't want to be in because you don't want to take account for your actions from the lust. You just don't want to take accountability. You know what I mean? I'm guilty myself. Shoot, sometimes it got so hard, and stressed out. I was so stressed out from, the stress and thinking about the whole situation and stuff like that. I would drop my kids off at my mom's house for 2 days, just so I could get me some mental clarity from the way that my baby daddy was treating me. I could not believe it. I just could not believe it. And you seen what he just said, y'all? I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. I couldn't believe that I was just getting treated like this and still getting treated like this. But, sometimes, you guys, when the D is just so good and the lust, it's just the lust, you just can't resist. You know what I mean? You can't resist. You cannot resist. You know what I mean? And it is what it is sometimes, And I want to just thank y'all for jumping on here with me and chit-chatting for a little while. As I get a little bit more situated, my podcast will be, a little bit longer. I'm shooting for an hour, but this is very new to me. I'm excited. I love this. I love to talk. I love to communicate with others. And I love to touch on real live topics like real talk. Julie Ray Ray, Real Talk 1111. I like to speak on real topics, on things that are really going on in the Black community, in communities, in the minority communities. Between, the kids, the baby mama, the baby daddy drama, the good things, the bad things, the negative, the positives, all of that. But the positives first, of course. But I like to touch on all of it, you know what I mean? And I want to thank y'all for tuning in with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Julie Ray Ray on all of my platforms. Social media is just digital content thing, digital marketing. I'm just taking it over. I love it. I don't want to stop. I want to keep getting bigger and better. And thanks to y'all and my active listeners, my new listeners, I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share my shit out. I really appreciate you 1,000 times. I really, 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 really do. And for you ladies that are in those toxic situations where, you know, you do feel like it's just lust, please protect yourself. You know what I mean? And for the situations that you feel like is love, don't, you know, after the baby comes, or, you know, if you guys feel like it's some stagnant, you know, situations going on, let it go and be better and be great. You know what I mean? We're here to reproduce and to be great and to love each other and to spread love. You know what I mean? And we're just going to keep it that way, okay? We're going to remove all the hate. You know, the negatives come with the positives, like I said, but it is what it is. Everything would be greater later. Thank you guys so much. All right, all right, all right.